Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5:30.
Coming up tonight, 26 pounds. That's how much meth Nebraska State Patrol uncovered in a traffic stop. What led them to discover this massive stash of drugs. Also tonight, race against time. Hope is alive as more people are rescued from the rubble after the Venezuelan earthquakes. How the U.S. is helping as the death toll rises over 1,400. And charred home. A house and garage in Lincoln are left with extreme damage after a massive fire. What the people living inside are being asked to do right now. And that's where we begin tonight. Breaking now, a house left smoldering near 34th and F Streets. Our team here at Channel 8 and our citizen journalists bringing you scenes from the blaze first on our Now Local News app. This video sent into the app by citizen journalist Brian shows water spraying from the second floor of the home as crews attempt to stop the flames from spreading even further. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Emma Norwood. Mackenzie Johnson has the night off. Some different angles here of that house fire showing that second floor window pluming with smoke. The garage in the backyard of the house is half exposed now because of the flames burning the walls to the ground. According to LFR, it started in the garage there before spreading to the home. Crews were able to stop the fire before it spread even further into the house, but it did cause some damage to the walls. LFR says there's about $280,000 worth of total damage. The two people who live there will have to be relocated. Investigators on the scene say they believe the cause may be electrical, but it is undetermined at this time. Thankfully, no one was hurt. And the fires don't stop there. Citizen journalist Brian sending views from a porch fire on 15th and Burnham Streets into our Now Local News app. You can see a portion of the wall near the front door exposed as firefighters dig through the damage. You can scan the QR code on your screen to download the Now Local News app so you can be aware of breaking news as soon as it happens in your area. Well, let's get a look at your first forecast for a day that's seen some dangerous heat. Even with temperatures approaching 100 degrees, the show must go on in the Telegraph District, but not without some precautionary measures. Citizen journalist Melanie sending this video into our Now Local News app of people setting up tents there for the concert they're having today. Let's take a look outside. Here's what things are looking like right now. This is a live look through our tower camera. Very minimal cloud cover to help protect us from that sun beating down. Our meteorologist Dominic Ferraro described it best just before the show. He said, hairdryer weather. Let's get over to him now to see how long we're going to be stuck in that hairdryer. Dom?
Hey, good evening, Emma. Unfortunately, it's going to be sticking around here for some time. We'll kind of explain the whole hairdryer analogy here in just a second, but a couple alerts to make everyone aware of. First, a heat advisory in place for southeastern and into portions of south central Nebraska. This goes until Monday night for some of those western counties there, and then for us here in the capital city, this goes until Tuesday evening where we could see heat index values up to 105 degrees, and it only gets warmer then as you head out towards the east. Both Douglas and Sarpy County under an extreme heat warning for the Omaha Metro. They can see heat index values up to 110 degrees in the majority of Iowa there under that same warning. So certainly some warm conditions out there. As we take a quick look outside here on your Allen Communications camera, not a cloud in the sky. Temperatures in the mid 90s for Lincoln just after 5:30, 95 in Hebron, as well as Grand Island, 91 out towards McCook, and it looks to be even warmer there in north central portions of Kansas. And that's not all. It feels like 106 right now in Lincoln. And if you have any dinner plans, looks like the heat and humidity will be joining you for those. Heat index values up to the triple digits all the way up to Norfolk, and it's going to be continuing to be on the warm side. I'm not going to see much relief through the overnight hours. And here's where the hairdryer analogy comes in. It's also breezy out there. Winds gusting up to 35 miles per hour out of the south here in Lincoln, just kind of blowing all of that hot air around. So anytime you step outside, certainly not a pleasant experience. Next couple hours here, still stuck in the 90s, and even as we head towards 10 o'clock, might be lower 90s, upper 80s by then. And we'll see if we can slip underneath the 80s then as we go through the overnight hours tonight. And this is just day one of several very hot and humid days ahead. We'll have the latest on that forecast, plus a chance for maybe a few storms out there. We'll have more here coming up in just a few minutes.
Definitely a good day for the pool then. Thanks so much, Tom. And Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach will be open extra long today because of the heat advisory that's been issued. They'll be open until 6:30 tonight, and they're serving dinner right now. They have cold water and snacks as well for anyone that decides to come. They add that all are welcome so people can get out of the heat into some air conditioning and get a chance to cool off. Well, the war in Iran is sparking back up with both countries exchanging strikes. You're taking a live look at the Strait of Hormuz now. Well, never mind on that one. The back and forth blows between the two countries starting late this week and carrying into today are showing very little sign of any de-escalation. ABC's senior White House correspondent Selena Wang has the story on the latest attacks.
Iran's military releasing video of multiple missiles and drones they say were launched towards neighboring countries, including Bahrain and Kuwait, which are home to U.S. military bases, according to a U.S. official. That official telling ABC News so far there have been no reported American casualties or damage to U.S. locations. This comes after the U.S. struck Iran in direct response to continued Iranian aggression against commercial shipping, according to U.S. Central Command. President Trump posting the U.S. struck Iranian missile and drone storage locations and coastal radar sites, adding, "There may come a point when we are no longer able to be reasonable and will be forced to militarily complete the job that we very successfully started." Republican Senator Bill Cassidy, who got into a shouting match with the president last week, has been critical of the war, telling CBS,
"You can certainly return to bombing, but the fact is that a medium-sized power at this point is perceived to have fought a superpower to a draw, requiring some measure of accommodation of we, the superpower."
The U.S. strike was in response to an Iranian drone hitting a tanker in the Strait of Hormuz earlier on Saturday, the second such attack in just days. U.S. Ambassador to the UN Mike Waltz telling Fox News,
"If the Iranian regime thinks for a second that President Trump is going to stand by while Iran continues to attack international shipping without a response, or our bases without a response, they're sadly mistaken."
But Iran's foreign minister saying on Sunday that traffic in the strait is Tehran's responsibility. Selena Wang, ABC News, Washington.
New tonight, LPD and LFR on the scene of a nasty crash not too long ago. Here's a look at the scene near 33rd and O Streets. Citizen journalist Brian capturing this video and sending it into our Now Local News app. You can see that black car there sustaining some serious front-end damage. The airbags deployed inside. Crews working to get the car towed so they can reopen the intersection to the traffic. No word on the cause of the crash or if there were any injuries at this point, but we are calling Lincoln Police, and we will, of course, keep you updated as we learn more. Well, stick with us. We have plenty more heading your way after the break, including Against All Odds. Survivors in Venezuela are being found alive after 4 days of being trapped under rubble caused by earthquakes. What the U.S. is doing to assist in rescue efforts. Developing now, the U.S. is sending more aid to Venezuela following the deadly earthquakes. This is the reason why there are still people buried under the rubble that can be rescued. Virginia Task Force 1 posting this video of them freeing a woman from a collapsed building. However, it remains a race against the clock to get as many people to safety as possible. The death toll has now surpassed 1,400 people. U.S. Southern Command posting this video behind me of them loading up more equipment and more first responders to send to Venezuela. They say they've been working around the clock to accelerate the delivery of vital, life-saving help to the country. Against all odds, hope for some is still alive in Venezuela. Unbelievable video here coming today of American search and rescue teams pulling a baby from beneath pieces of fallen buildings. The International Federation of Red Cross speaks from the nation's capital in Caracas about how the nation is feeling during this time.
Yes, it is heartbreaking, and at the same time, it is heart healing. What we have witnessed, that the suffering of one single person becomes suffering of a whole community.
The president of the National Assembly in Venezuela reports that over 3,000 are injured, over 12,000 are displaced from their homes, and close to 200 buildings have completely collapsed.
Heat and humidity are going to continue to make headlines for the forecast in the week ahead, though chances for showers and thunderstorms exist. They might not give us a whole lot of relief. Coming up here after the break, we'll have your full forecast.
New tonight, Nebraska State Patrol conducting a traffic stop that led to the arrest of a California man. Saul Serrano is being charged after NSP found over 26 pounds of meth in his vehicle during that traffic stop. Here's a look at the stash that they uncovered. Take a look at your screen there. They say all of this meth was hidden inside a gas tank in Serrano's car. After pulling Serrano over for following too closely, the patrolman's K9 unit alerted him to the presence of drugs in the vehicle. Serrano is now lodged in the Dawson County Jail with a bond set at $1 million.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro.
We're going to start out here first with a good look at both your heat and your humidity over the next couple of days and what that's going to do then to those feels like temperatures. Let's take a look here. 8 a.m. on Monday morning. That's a heat index of 90 degrees. I know, so we're heading out the door already hot. It's a problem when this tries to escape the graphic we have here too. As we head throughout your Monday afternoon, heat index values once again between 105, 110 degrees popular, and 105, 110 degrees above the mark there. And even looking down towards the afternoon, 96, ultimately probably looking at a high around 98 here in Lincoln. It's just, it's too hot. Too hot, but it is summertime here in Nebraska, so that is a reality of what we do have to deal with. Now, if we take a look then at those heat alerts that we do have in place, there is a heat advisory for southeastern Nebraska through Tuesday evening, so that includes us here in the capital city. And as you head out towards the east, kind of have more of these purple colors out here. That's your extreme heat warnings, and that's Iowa's problem, thankfully, but it's still plenty hot here in southeastern Nebraska. Shows roofing camera, South 6th and Perkins Street in Beatrice. It looks toasty out there, not really too much cloud cover, and that's not really providing us a whole lot of relief either. It's 96 here in the capital city. That's our warmest temperature for the day, so if we don't get any warmer than that, that will go down as our high. And believe it or not, that's not even the warmest temperature we've seen in Lincoln the entire year. We have to go back to late March where it was 97 for a high, and something tells me if we don't get there today, likely going to get there then tomorrow. Even as you head out towards the Tri-Cities, mid-90s for those temperatures, 95 in Hebron and 92 in Nebraska City. So I guess one of the cooler spots, 91 in York. So got to take the winds where you can get them, but heat index values for the majority of us here still unpleasant with the triple digits from Aurora down towards Falls City, including a feels like of 106 here in Lincoln. So if you have any plans, get out to the pool. I know it's probably getting close to some of them closing, but the pool in the backyard, not a bad call here to close out the weekend. And mostly clear skies we saw there on your Shones roofing camera earlier. You have to kind of head out west before you even start to see a little bit of cloud cover out there. The majority of us, though, are going to stay on the clear side, as we can see on Stormcast, and maybe a stray shower or two for the far panhandle. But I think even as we head towards the start of the day on Monday, still staying fairly clear. Now, it's as we head kind of later in the day, Monday, late evening here into early Tuesday morning, kind of keeping on the chance for a few strong to potentially severe storms for central portions of the state, then up into northeast Nebraska too. These are going to continue to try and move north and to the east as we go through early Tuesday morning, and can't rule out one or two of those going on to the strong to severe side. It's models so far have kept them kind of out of southeast Nebraska, but that's something that just needs to be monitored as we head throughout the day on Monday. We do have a isolated chance for a severe storm here in Lincoln. That's why we're in that marginal of a 1 out of 5 risk here in green, but better chances for severe weather as you head up towards Sioux City, Iowa, into far northeastern Nebraska. I wouldn't be surprised even if we see this risk maybe pushed a little more off to the west as we go throughout the next couple days or I guess at least the next couple hours. We should get an update on that here coming up soon. But then for Tuesday, isolated severe stormers still can't be ruled. That'd be very late Tuesday night, once again into early Wednesday morning. So we'll kind of fall into a pattern here of very warm afternoons, then storm chances through the overnight hours. But for your forecast here for Monday, we're looking at 98 here in the capital city, maybe even a spot or two reaching the triple digits as you head down towards far southeastern and south central Nebraska. Heat index values once again above that 100-degree mark here too, so be ready for another warm one ahead. And we're going to see the 90s through the end of the month here and into the start of your 4th of July weekend. Be ready to have the water on hand. Certainly going to be warm out there. Still looking at the mid to upper 90s as we close out the work week.
All right, thanks so much, Tom. I see you got that box fan over there. We're definitely going to need it.
Yeah, no, that's going to get some use here soon.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks so much, Tom. Well, a little bit of a more positive spin on the extreme heat we're experiencing here in the capital city. The Branch Oak Observatory is hosting a sun viewing today. They're inviting the community for a look at some incredible sunspots while it's out there shining bright. They say they'll have refreshments and air conditioning for anyone looking to have a little bit of fun in the sun. And coming up in sports, the Salt Dogs get a series sweep at home, plus revealing our athlete of the week. That's coming up next.
know from the Channel 8 Sports Zone. Sponsored by Greens Furnace and Plumbing. Here's Channel 8 News Sports with sports anchor Jake Homan. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Hey, welcome into your Sunday afternoon. It's the season of summer baseball. Starting out with the Lincoln Salt Dogs at Haymarket Park today. Lincoln looking for the series sweep over the Chicago Dogs this afternoon, but also to extend a lengthy win streak. Both Dogs battling early, a 1-2-3 inning for Hayden Airbay in the first here. Lincoln, though, unable to get the offense moving early. Hey, there's Homer hanging with the fans. Fast forward, though, to the fifth. We get a 2-2 ball game. Chicago up to the plate next. This one's, though, got some carry on it. Jairo Ramirez trying to make a play on the ball. That one gets over the fence. Dogs take a 4-2 lead. And again, Lincoln unable to get the bats going early. Well, there's a reason this beautiful game is played 9 innings. The Salt Dogs would score 5 in the 8th, and they sweep Chicago at home 8-6. Your final have now won 4 in a row, the longest winning streak all season. Let's go to Major League Baseball. The Royals needing a win today to avoid the sweep on the road. Tying up here 2 versus the White Sox in the second. In the third, though, KC, a blooper to right, would tie it up again, this time at 4. But guess who's back in the lineup? Bobby Witt Jr. returning. And on this Carter Jensen double to right, he's going to round the bases all the way from first to home to score the winning run. Royals take this one 5-4. And the FIFA World Cup officially in the round of 32 knockout stage. The first game today delivering. Canada taking down South Africa 1-0. It was 0-0 up until a 90th minute score to give Canada the victory and their first ever appearance. They're moving on to the round of 16. You know who else will move on, right? The boys in blue, the U.S. of A, will battle versus Bosnia this week in a round of 32 match. That one begins 7 p.m. Wednesday. And one Husker representing the Big Red on the grandest stage out in Casper, Wyoming. Nebraska's Rodeo's Carly Hawkins got a chance to compete in the College Rodeo National Final. That's why she's been named our Athlete of the Week.
The following segment is sponsored by Menards.
I competed in the Great Plains region in breakaway and goat tying, and then I ended up qualifying to the College National Finals.
Carly Hawkins representing Nebraska on the biggest stage, competing in the 2026 College Rodeo National Finals in Casper, Wyoming. The 23-year-old began chasing her master's at UNL just last year after graduating from Oklahoma State. So she spent her final season of eligibility in Lincoln, taking Nebraska Rodeo to the national stage.
To be out there, it's the highest we can go at the college level. So I had some rough draws out there, but and of course, you know, we all want to win it all. We're all competitors.
Now, Hawkins qualified for one event in the Great Plains competition, goat tying. She was the first Nebraskan to qualify for the finals in 3 years. And while she's only been a Husker for one and final season, she says it was surreal to represent the Red and on the college rodeo's biggest stage, and credits the Nebraska community for bringing her here.
It was still an amazing experience to have, and I was grateful to be able to go out there and represent UNL and myself, and me and my horse, we worked as hard as we could to get out there, and so it was amazing. Like, I love how everyone is very Nebraska, like, if that makes sense. Like, everybody's cheering for all of the sports, and they're all just, I'd say, big-hearted people, be able to get the word out that Nebraska has a rodeo team, and I think a good culture that they're trying to build and bring to Nebraska itself and the rodeo community in general is just amazing as well.
Hawkins was also awarded the John J. Smith Graduate Program Scholarship, which recognizes the students based on their academics, excellence, and the sport of rodeo. And again, hats off to Carly on that big deal. That's going to do it for your sports. So for now, Emma, I'll go ahead and send it back over to you.
Jake, some pretty cool stuff to see there. Now, Dom, give us a final check of the weather.
Yeah, hot and humid out there. Make sure we're finding ways to stay cool, drink plenty of water, maybe a chance for a shower or a storm or two, but I think the majority of us not going to see a whole lot of relief.
All right. Thanks so much, Dom, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here at 10 o'clock.
Plan your next game night out or celebrate any milestone with us. Because happy hour is even happier when you're winning. Only at Warhorse Casino, minutes from downtown in Lincoln.
Let your voice be heard by sharing your photos and videos to the Now Local News app. Earn points and redeem them for gift cards. Scan the QR code to join.
Ernie's Mattress for